Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more RimWorld, returning to a no-hope playthrough. So we're getting things into a more stable position. We're really close to having enough medicine to make a medical bed, which is something I want to do. And then I want to make some medicine and have a stockpile of that. And then I think I would like to replace Luke's arm with the bionic one that we have, because he had that injury to his hand, which is going to limit his manipulation slightly. And he's such an important member of the colonist. I would very much like to do that. Now, he might not survive the operation, so we're trying to get the best chance of that to happen, if at all possible. And just while I'm thinking about health, we do need treatment here. So where's Luke? Luke. There you are. Okay. You come over here, treat old Ben, and then you probably need to treat Leia as well, because they should be firing off at the same time. What are you grabbing? You're grabbing normal medicine. Okay, no, we're not going to be doing that. I need to save the medicine. So ordinarily I would blow medicine, but I kind of learn, I think, the hard way. Just draft you, so you're ready to do that. Okay. Let's not blow our medicine. We need that for a medical bed, so they can do just fine with the heal route. I think it was a mistake to use the medicine we had on treating that in the first place. Oh, you never did treat her, did you? Work on that too. His doctoring skills should be getting better. I haven't really looked at his character in a long time. Medicine's up to 8. I think it was a 7 initially. His shooting skills have rocketed up to 12. His cooking skill up to 13, which is fantastic. Crafting at 5. He hasn't really done a lot of crafting. He's been our cook pretty much 24/7. Has reproduced so much food. But it's still good to have a secondary doctor. Technically, we have a tertiary doctor in Chewbacca, but he's not a particularly good doctor. He's kind of our emergency doctor. All right, so it's nighttime. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Leia's awake, but she's mostly just wandering around. Okay. She's going to come in here, probably finish the construction project. And then hopefully when old Ben wakes up, he'll start making more drugs, get the couple drugs that we need made done, and then we can go from there. Got a solar flare. Well, that's going to suck. That doesn't mean that drug production is still good to go, because that is one of the few things that doesn't require electricity. Cooking is going to be limited, so what I'm going to do is turn that bill on so Luke has something to do when he wakes up. Okay. Well, we're half done with the flooring in here. Old Ben will probably finish that up during this day. Cow's pregnant. Okay. How many cows do we have at this point? I would say we're probably full up. Now, I think we have all female cows at this point. So the one that's not pregnant, how old are you? You're 3. You're 4. You're 1. You're 2. Oh, am I misreading? I'm misreading. That's their name. Where's their age? Well, I guess I can just go through. Age 1, age 8. That's the bull. We probably need to replace the bull at some point. Age 5. That might be the one that's pregnant. No, that is not the one that is pregnant. Okay, the one that is pregnant is this one. Okay. And you... Fine. Okay. I think we murder this one. Give us room for more cows. And we keep the young ones around. Give ourselves more meat. Although I might want to wait on that. I mean, I guess, you know, they'll slaughter it when they get around to it. This does mean our food might spoil on us. But you know what? The overall temperature is not particularly high. So food should keep refrigerated for a while. Now... Ooh, that's not what I want to do. Sandstone. Where are we, sandstone? Sandstone's pretty low. Possible we don't have enough stone to finish this. that's the case, I probably should start the stone cut bill. Because we have a block, like, literally... Oh, okay, I guess they killed the cow. Now, the upside of the solar flare is we still get the power production, so that's going to feed into the batteries. Colonist idle, C3PO. Okay. Well, C3PO. What do you have on your work schedule? Not a whole lot of anything, huh? Alright, well, we could have you mine, I guess. Could do with some more steel, I'm sure. Where are we mining lately? Actually, don't recall. Oh, there's steel up here. That's not necessarily far away. I mean, that far away. Got some steel over here. I guess we might as well finish this off. And... I mean, I'm going through a lot of the steel that's on the map. Again, there's stuff around the edges of the map. But I like to save that for later. And I guess we'll start carving our way through this. I figure the more we mine into these mountains, the more chance we have of finding other resources. I think it's getting close to that time that I'm gonna want to dig in here and figure out what's going on. Still have that solar flare going on. Don't think they're going to be refrigerated. Yeah, they're not refrigerated at that temperature. Okay, there's the solar flare. So this should kick back on pretty quick. Okay, where are we on medicine? We're at 11. Okay, so that means we can build our medical bed. So, go ahead and do that. Flip that around. We're going to put it right in there. And then when I get enough, I might put another medical bed in. But for now, it's just going to be one. Old Ben's in bed again. He's not that tired, so I'm just going to have him wake up. I want to get him on a sleep schedule that makes sense. It could be that he's just becoming an old man and he can't handle it anymore, but... Age 71. Forget, how old was R2-D2? And, don't know if we can see any bio information of her anymore. Okay, old Ben finished it. Excellent quality steel hospital bed. Good job. Now, what is Chewbacca up to? Chewbacca, where are you? You're hauling. Okay. I mean, I guess that's better than nothing, but I'm gonna need you to research. It's good to see that we're getting wood in. And... oh, that solar flare knocked out all our plants, so we're going to be a little bit behind our crops, but nothing that's going to kill us. That's good. When they're frozen, they don't spoil. So our meat could last forever as long as we have power running. Well, it's going to be spring in a few days here. Or in the near future, I should say. I'm trying to think, outside of the medical bed, what other priorities do we have? Well, we do want to have a vitals monitor at some point. But right now, Chewbacca researching things to see if we can figure out how to produce. Nutramine would be nice. All right, well, everybody's in bed. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Just check real quick if we need treated again. Good for the rest of the day, it looks like. Okay, back to our medicine production. Our cloth is going to... Okay, I know what cloth looks like now. I would really like to fill out these kill boxes, but just a little bit concerned about our component situation. I know there's a way to manufacture our own components. I'd have to look in here, component assembly, so that's something that I eventually want to work on. Might want to do that above deep drilling. But medicine right now, I think, is the higher priority, so we'll focus on that. So yeah, I think now that we have the medical bed, priorities could be as such. We could go for a vitals monitor and try and make the chance that Luke survives the operation higher. Or we could just risk it and go with the medical bed. And I have a fair amount of silver, so... Oh, we're still stone cutting. Okay, well, I'll let this go and then I'll suspend. Okay. Bill. End. I just want to make sure we had enough sandstone to finish off that flooring. Okay, more food coming in, more medicine coming in. Now we're going through the heal route quite quickly because of the production of medicine. We're almost back up to 10, so that's good. Okay, one of our hydroponic basins broken down. Hopefully somebody gets on fixing that. I may have to force that. Yeah, how about you do that? Okay. Han's doing it. Guess that works. Okay, so I think we can afford to have a couple more turrets here, so I'll put one here. It's because I feel like this one's a little bit harder to knock out. We'll put one here. Okay. The disease prevention drug, that seems good. Let's go to the research screen here real quick. First things first, let's go to the drug production. Go to bills. Add bill. So we can make that, but we still don't have Nutramine. And I have no clue where you make that. I might have to look that up in a wiki somewhere to figure out how you produce that, because if we don't produce that, I think that's going to be a real problem. And I'm not seeing where on the research list that is. I think rather than waste so much time going through all of these to see if we can find it, I think instead I'm just going to switch over to, I think, the vitals monitor. As much as I need, I think, these component assembly, I think we go vital monitor, with the idea being we increase the chances that Luke survives the operation. Where are you going? Oh, you're making... Yeah, okay, good. That works for me. And I'm not sure. Old Ben's in bed. He might need treated. No, we're still about 5 hours away from that. It just says a synthetic precursor chemical useless on its own. Many drugs require nutrimine as an ingredient. It doesn't tell us how it's made. I just wish it was one of those things I could figure out on my own. I want you to build a brewery, transferring hops into tasty beer. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of those. Could be refining. Although it just says chem fuel here. Color lights, obviously not. And I don't see anything here. So I really don't know what it's under. So that's going to be something I'm probably going to have to independently research. And we still have a good stock of it, but it will eventually run out if we do not have a replenishing supply. It could be something that I grow. You know, I didn't think about that. Let's take a look at our grow list. Okay, so rose, daylily. Just go through this. Strawberry, earroot, hop plant. Oh, what's with this? Leaves can be refined into various forms of psychoid drug. Okay. Hey, you know, it might be here. I didn't really think about that, but I don't see it. It's not... Yeah, so there's trees. Again, maybe there's something here, but I'm just not seeing it. I mean, what is Devil Strand used for? As far as I know, it's a cloth. Yeah, just a cloth. Alright, well, that's something I'm eventually going to have to figure out, but... Not yet, I haven't figured it out. What are you doing? Oh, okay, you know what? You're probably sick, aren't you? Okay. I don't think I have any of my doctors up right now. We could have Luke treat you. Sure, Leia is also not in a good state. Alright, sorry Luke, you're gonna have to wake up, treat these people. Okay, and treat. Who has tattered apparel? Old Ben and Chewbacca. Old Ben, what's your apparel situation? Okay, you have a t-shirt that needs replaced. You should have a replacement somewhere. Okay, that looks good to me. Where? Chewbacca, what's your problem? I mean, I'm not gonna deal with it right now because I don't want to make you upset. You need a new hat. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Okay, Luke's gonna go back to bed. Then these two are gonna run around and do stuff. Now that they're no longer sick. Or at least they are treated for their sickness. Fortunately, it's still around for both of them. I expect it will go away eventually. They've got a... It looks like we're getting there, though, because the time in between treatments is a lot longer. At least I think it is. And I feel like that's kind of what was going on with Han. That his treatment state was... It was a lot more time than these two. So I think they had a more severe case than he did, perhaps. Alright, well, everybody's in bed. Let's fast forward. Okay, the turrets are installed. Oh, we have a cougar. What are you doing, out of curiosity? You're cleaning blood. That seems like the worst thing you can do. Let us do some things to make sure that doesn't happen. There. Now you don't have to clean the blood anymore, do you? You're idle. Come over here. And then C3PO is also idle. Huh. Okay. Well. Guess I could have you mine. Okay. You know, C3PO, you have some shooting talent. I should probably equip you with a better weapon than you have. Like, SMG or something. Okay. Okay, Leia's here. I can't take this too lightly. This is still a dangerous animal, although it is one that has been kicked by a camel a few times. Okay, I have a charge rifle, which is a little bit on the short end. Okay, down it goes. Alright, we could unforbid that and unforbid that. And you can be undrafted and you can haul the cougar. Alright, well that worked out. We get some meat from the cougar. We should probably do another predator pass because we have seen that a predator did indeed spawn on our map. So, quick predator pass reveals nothing. Me anyway, although I could have missed it. Now, do the corpses get frozen too? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm sure we had something else going on, or that happened and interrupted me. Okay, working through the steel. We have a little bit more left. I may send C3PO to be the one to open this up, and I'm actually at that point where I think I'm gonna do it, so... I think C3PO at this point has kind of showed herself to be the most expendable person. Because if I look at her and what she's capable of doing... I mean, she's a good hauler, she's a good other basic busy work, but she's not really... I'm looking at Chewbacca. C-3PO. She's good at animal handling, but Han is good at that too. Very close to being just as good. Cooking is the main thing that she can do for us, but She's not good at crafting or any of that stuff, so we keep having her be idle at this point. Well, no, Chewbacca's idle. C-3PO, you're not a good researcher. Go over there. I mean, we could get another research table to give her something to do. That might not actually be a bad idea. Do a non-powered one. Because if I look, research table, we got a simple research one, which we could make out of wood. It costs us a little bit of steel, but I could fit it over in this corner, perhaps. And then just have her do that when she doesn't have anything else to do. So let's go ahead and deconstruct these two fridges. No. There we go. And you can help with that. Now who's idle? Han's idle. Alright, well, we'll let him sit for now, but... On the other hand, a good person to maybe break open that wall would be Han. I mean, he's our plant grower, but outside of that, he doesn't really do a whole lot for us. I mean, that is valuable. So, yeah, we probably don't want him to die. Yeah, C-3PO, I'd say, least valuable person. The only reason I thought about Han is because he has a shield, so if anything's shooting at him, he might be able to get away without any injuries, but no guarantee of that. And at the very least, we have these people haul stuff for the meantime. And then we'll put our research table over in that corner. That gives C-3PO something to do. I wonder if it allows you to work on 2 projects. You know, I never really thought about that. Because in theory, I don't think I've ever done this before, have 2 research tables. In theory, we should only be able to work on more simple projects at a slow rate. But I'm going to give it a try. I think I made that out of wood. It should have been. Yeah, wooden. Okay. And just to get it done, I'm going to have you work on that. Okay, take a look at our research. So right now we're working on vitals monitor. In theory, we shouldn't be able to research that with this other thing. But if I do, you know, I don't really know how that works. But in theory, if I were to do some of the simpler things, like something that's not beyond the multi-analyzer, like fire foam or transport pod, in theory, C-3PO should be able to research it. Asshole. Draft? Or this way? Draft on draft. So yeah, in theory, if I had, I think I do want to put a lamp in here too. If I had a research project that they could both work on, then she'd be able to do that over there. But fortunately, that's kind of where we're at. But this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.